Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into a critical topic that could reshape the global financial landscape. We're talking about the potential crash of the US dollar and the growing influence of the BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, on the world economy. Is the US dollar in real trouble? And what does the recent trend in US bank consolidation tell us about the future? Let's break it down. First up, let's talk about the current state of the US dollar. This week, the dollar index, which measures the strength of the dollar against other major currencies, dropped to a concerning low of 100.70. The Indian rupee, Chinese yuan, and Japanese yen have all shown strength against the dollar recently. But why is this happening now? One major reason is the BRICS countries pushing to dethrone the US dollar as the world's reserve currency. They're advocating for more reliance on local currencies instead. And here's a big warning: veteran analyst Peter Schiff predicts that the dollar index could dip below 90 by 2025. If this happens, it could trigger a recession in the US, driving up consumer prices and interest rates. The dollar index closed at 100.67. The index could easily sink below 90 before year-end, challenging the 2020 low. I think that low will be breached in 2025, triggering a US dollar crisis, crashing the economy, and sending consumer prices and long-term interest rates soaring, Schiff wrote on X, formerly known as Twitter. Schiff believes that if the US dollar falls below 90, the currencies of BRICS nations could see significant gains in the forex markets. Could this be the beginning of a new global financial order? But that's not all that's happening on the financial front. We've seen a surge in regional bank mergers in the US this year. Why is this important? Because it signals a need for stronger balance sheets among smaller banks to better compete against their larger rivals. Just this week, First Busey, a regional lender, announced its agreement to buy CrossFirst Bank shares in a $916.8 million all-stock deal. This is just one example of how regional banks are consolidating to protect themselves against economic uncertainties, including those potentially triggered by a weakened dollar. These mergers reflect a broader trend of financial consolidation as smaller banks look to strengthen their positions. A weaker dollar and shifting global financial dynamics are making it harder for smaller institutions to stay competitive, leading to more mergers and acquisitions in the banking sector. Now, let's focus on Russia, a key BRICS player. Facing heavy sanctions from the US and its allies, Russia is looking for alternatives to keep its economy stable. One bold move? Embracing cryptocurrency for cross-border transactions. Starting September 1, 2024, Russia plans to trial crypto exchanges and digital tokens for international trade, bypassing US sanctions. This could ease the flow of funds into Russia and help maintain its economic stability. The plan includes using the national payment card system to convert the Russian ruble into cryptocurrency. This could potentially reduce Russia's reliance on the US dollar for trade. Finance Minister Anton Siluanov has also announced the launch of 2 new state-run cryptocurrency exchanges. This move aims to strengthen Russia's financial sovereignty and reduce its dependence on the dollar. If successful, it could further weaken the US dollar's influence in global markets. Next, let's talk about BRICS' most ambitious plan yet, a new gold-backed currency. The idea is to introduce a currency backed by gold to reduce reliance on the US dollar and create a multipolar financial world. This strategy could be announced as soon as the BRICS summit in October 2024. If implemented, global trade could shift towards this new gold-backed currency or local currencies, limiting exposure to the US dollar. With US debt climbing to a staggering $35.2 trillion, many developing countries see this as a safer, more stable alternative. How would this affect the US? The banking and finance sectors would likely be the first to feel the impact. With less demand for the US dollar in global transactions, American banks might face significant challenges, and inflation could rise, affecting everyday life in the US. China is already capitalizing on this shift. The Chinese yuan has surpassed the US dollar as the most traded currency in Russia, thanks to US sanctions. According to recent data, the yuan accounted for 42% of all transactions in Russia, while the dollar fell to 39.5%. China's success in pushing the yuan as a preferred currency for trade isn't just limited to Russia. Other BRICS nations like India and Brazil are also adopting the yuan for trade, especially for oil transactions. The move has saved these countries millions, showing the tangible benefits of reducing dependence on the dollar. So, what does the future hold for the US dollar? With BRICS countries actively promoting de-dollarization and exploring alternative payment systems, more than 50 countries are reportedly interested in joining the BRICS payment system. This new system would exclude the US dollar from cross-border transactions, favoring local currencies instead. If successful, this could lead to a significant decline in the dollar's global dominance. Valentina Matvienko, Speaker of Russia's Federation Council, even hinted that this payment system is more than just an idea, it's becoming a reality. And with the continued trend of regional bank mergers, like the recent First Busey and CrossFirst Bankshares deal, we see a financial landscape preparing for potential shifts and instabilities. These consolidations are a direct response to the economic pressures that could intensify if the US dollar loses its standing as the world's reserve currency. To wrap up, the US dollar faces significant challenges from the BRICS alliance and their push for a new economic order. Whether it's a gold-backed currency, cryptocurrency transactions, or a new payment system, the world is watching closely. And here at home, regional banks are already making moves to brace for potential fallout. What do you think? Are we witnessing the decline of the US dollar's dominance? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on this developing story. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.